Namaskar students. In my today's video, I am going to discuss about electrochemical cell or galvanic cell. What is electrochemical cell? So electrochemical cell is a device which converts chemical energy into electrical energy. Okay, so electrochemical cell or galvanic cell is a device which converts chemical energy into electrical energy, or in simple words I can say generate electrical energy using a redox reaction. If I take a simple example of redox reaction, say zinc plus copper sulfate, what it gives? Copper plus zinc sulfate. Say it's very common redox reaction, displacement reaction we are using in our routine studies. And see, if I make little change in this system, this is a test tube reaction and I am making some changes. What I am doing? I am taking zinc sulfate solution of 1 m concentration and a zinc rod, say it is zinc electrode, is dipped into it. And on the other side, I am taking copper sulfate solution with 1 m concentration and copper rod, that is copper electrode, is dipped into it, connected with a voltmeter and plug key, and these two containers are connected through salt bridge. So all the things according to these reactions are modified. What we have done? We have taken zinc sulfate of 1 molar concentration, copper sulfate of 1 molar concentration. In each solution we have dipped same metallic electrode and connected with a salt bridge. Now when I switch on the plug key, what happens? At this zinc electrode, zinc converts into Zn2 plus 2 electrons, and these 2 electrons start to flow from zinc electrode to copper electrode. When it reaches to copper electrode, what happens? Cu2 plus from copper sulfate solution gain these 2 electrons and converts into copper. When it gains 2 electrons, what happens? Our conventional current starts to flow from copper electrode to zinc electrode, and there will be a deflection, potential difference of 1.1 volt appears in this voltmeter. Means by using these two reactions, simple redox reaction, say zinc convert into Zn2 plus, Cu2 plus converts into Cu with a modified conversion, what happens? We have generated potential difference of 1.1 volt. Means this is a standard setup of electrochemical cell. At this zinc electrode, oxidation is taking place, and at copper electrode, reduction is taking place. Where oxidation is taking place called as anode, and where reduction is taking place called cathode. As at anode electrons are generated, so this is your negative terminal, and at cathode electrons are utilized, it is your positive terminal. So one more difference between electrochemical and electrolytic cell, that in electrolytic cell anode is positive and cathode is negative, whereas in electrochemical cell or galvanic cell anode is negative terminal whereas cathode is positive terminal, right? In this case electrons are moving from anode to cathode and current is flowing from cathode to anode. Okay, now this salt bridge. What is salt bridge? So salt bridge, you can say, as per its shape, you can say U-shaped tube containing an electrolyte with uniform mobility of ions in agar gel, right? So salt bridge is U-shaped tube containing an electrolyte with uniform mobility of ions in agar gel. What this electrolyte we can take here? So electrolyte can be taken KCl, K2SO4, NH4NO3 can be used in this salt bridge because they have uniform mobility, and we are using a gel form, not in the solution form, so that only ions will diffuse through this salt bridge. Now what are the functions of salt bridge? Why we have used this salt bridge? So I am taking functions of salt bridge. Okay. So what are the functions of salt bridge? Number one, it completes the circuit. Okay. So if I remove this salt bridge, your circuit will not be complete, right? Reaction will not occur. When I put the salt bridge, what happens? Reaction occurs. Second function, it maintains electrical neutrality. It maintains electrical neutrality. This term you should understand. What is happening? This zinc is converting into Zn2 plus. Now what happens at anode? There will be increase in the number of Zn2 plus ion, means cation to anion ratio is imbalanced. Similarly at this electrode Cu2 plus is getting neutralized, means concentration of SO4 2 minus ion will increase. In that situation, from salt ion, the salt bridge, anion will move from salt bridge to anode and it will neutralize Zn2 plus, and cation will move toward cathode and neutralize anion, and in this way electrical neutrality of the cell will be maintained. And third very important thing, that is, it stops formation of liquid junction potential. Now what is liquid junction potential? When Galvanic made this cell, he made it very simple way. He took a porous pot and placed zinc sulfate in it. Then he took a copper container and added copper sulfate to it, and a zinc rod, say voltmeter plug key, and connected with this copper container. Now what happened? On one side all Zn2 plus ion, and on another side all SO4 2 minus ion. See, we are not using salt bridge. These two are connected through a porous surface to maintain the electrical neutrality. So on one side of this anode there will be all cations, and another side there will be all anions. Say this is SO4 and Zn2 plus. Here you can say Zn2 plus, here you can say SO4 2 minus, and they will be what happens on two sides accumulated, and they forms an additional potential that is called as liquid junction potential, and due to this liquid junction potential efficiency of cell is decreased. So to prevent formation of liquid junction potential, salt bridge is used, right? So salt bridge, when I say U-shaped tube containing electrolyte with uniform mobility of ions, in agar gel this electrolyte which can be taken, that is KCl, K2SO4, ammonium nitrate, etc., can be used, and its functions complete the circuit, stop formation of liquid junction potential and maintain the electrical neutrality. Okay. Now if I want to represent this cell, electrochemical cell, and before that another thing we will be taking, if I apply external potential to this cell, what happens? Say we connected it battery source and rheostat, and two ends are connected. Then what happens to the cell? So we have three situations. If external potential E external is applied to the cell, we have three situations. Number one, E external less than E cell, E external equals to E cell, and E external greater than E cell. Okay. So say when E external is less than E cell, what happens? Current will flow in same direction. Means your current will flow from cathode to anode, and some of the potential difference will be cancelled out, so overall potential difference will be less. Then when these two are same, means the effect will be cancelled out by each other. In this situation, no current will flow. And when E external is greater than E cell, in that situation your flow of current, direction of flow of current will be changed. Now current will flow from anode to cathode. In other words, you can say that cell reaction will be reversed. Anode becomes cathode, cathode becomes anode. And this particular process is very useful in recharging of the cells or batteries, right? Well, another point, key all the times we can't draw such diagram. How to represent an electrochemical cell? So another point I am taking, representation of electrochemical cell. Representation of electrochemical cell. See how to represent electrochemical cell in one line. In this cell, what happened? Zinc convert into Zn2 plus and copper 2 plus converted to copper. This is the overall cell reaction. So how to represent a cell in one line? Over anode, it is on left hand side and cathode is on right hand side. So while representing half reaction or a cell, what you have to do? Anode you have to present on left hand side. What happens here? Zn convert into Zn2 plus. And see, instead of arrow, you have to use a single vertical line. This was solid, this was with 1 m concentration. And at cathode, copper 2 plus with 1 m concentration converted to copper solid, and two vertical lines, parallel vertical lines, that represents the salt bridge. So this is one line representation of an electrochemical cell. Say I am taking one example. If I am taking Al3 plus or Al plus Zn2 plus convert into Al3 plus Zn. See, the equation is not balanced, so it should be multiplied by 2 and it should be multiplied by 3. So our cell reaction is okay. Now, what is happening at anode? Al converts into Al3 plus. So Al solid converted into Al3 plus aqueous. Say concentration is not given, that's why I have written aqueous. And while representing cell, coefficient should not be written. Coefficient should not be involved. And then what is happening? Zn2 plus aqueous converts into zinc solid. If we want to write cell reaction from the representation of cell, say I am taking one example, copper silver cell. Say this is copper zinc cell. This is zinc aluminium cell. Now I am taking copper silver cell. Copper solid converts into Cu2 plus aqueous, say salt bridge, then Ag plus aqueous converted into Ag solid. This copper silver cell. So how to represent it? This is representation. How to write the reaction? What is happening? Copper is converted into copper 2 plus silver plus is converted, silver ion is converted into silver. And see, it is not balanced equation. I have to balance the charge 2, so it should be 2, aqueous and solid, right? So this is how represent a electrochemical cell, and how to write cell reaction using cell representation. In my next class, we will be taking electrochemical series and single electrode potential. Thank you.